She got everybody's attention for you.
Sorry, I'm still So, Rihanna and Chris Brown, Ike and Tina Turner. What do these two couples have in common? Exactly. So these two couples, the women ended up going back to the men, right? Like, they got beat up, bruises, had to have surgery for their facial impairments. And don't you ever wonder why they decided to go back to the guy? The jerk, when they're already successful, beautiful, and everything else? I think they went back because, from Mark Twain's quote, I could live for 3 months on a good compliment. I think those men gave those women a certain compliment for them to, like, okay, maybe I can go back, you know? I'll be tying this quote to how abusive relationships can make couples go back, friendships and family. For the first one, friendships, Tina Turner and Rihanna, they ended up going back to their guys, even though they were jerks, because they could live on this one compliment that the guy probably apologized or felt really bad about, and they thought it was a genuine compliment or apology, and they ended up going back, but nothing ever changed. So these women were done, but that's my opinion. One compliment can go a long way, and it can turn a bad day into a good one. Friendships. In junior high, I had these two friends in this one group, Nicole and Carrie. They always fought about everything, but they ended up being friends at the end of the day. I don't know why, but they did. It's because they always felt like they couldn't be without each other, even though they had like non-stop arguments, and they were really deep insults about each other. And also, and my third point is family. Lately, my mom has been having arguments with her sisters and my cousin, just stupid Facebook bickering. Sad but true. So they've been having arguments about like stupid, you call me this, you call me that, just, you know, family little drama. And right now they're in the hospital together, just being a family, back to being a whole family, supporting each other, because their older sisters had a heart attack, and so that one fight just was diminished by this one incident that happened to their sister. I think that and also they apologized to each other, gave each other compliments, saying, I'm sorry I did this, but you're still my sister, I love you, and stuff like that. So I think that the quote by Mark Twain, I can live for 3 months on a good compliment, is true, because people react to one compliment and makes their day so much better, because a human person just needs a compliment just to get through the day. Like a smile is contagious. Like if I smile at you, you'll get a smile back. So, such as that, I think this quote is true, and I showed it through abusive relationships, friendships, and family. Thank you.
I don't know what to write about. I'm like halfway through the video. I gotta figure it out.
I like your that one on the desk. No. What is it?
All right, well, you use an actual question as your attention device, and then you follow it up with a rhetorical question. That's okay. The transition to the topic was all right also. I thought it was an interesting interpretation. I'm not quite sure how you got there, but I'm willing to go with you. On the setup, I thought that your first point, you've got a distinct label on. The second and the third points in your preview, they just seem to be completely separate points that what else could I be talking about? So I thought it seemed a little disconnected. When you got into the main points on that first point, you seemed to basically repeat what you said in the preview without really adding anything to it in detail, telling us a story or explaining it a little bit more. When you got to the second example with your friends, it was okay, but what point should we be getting from the illustration about your friends? That they filled in each other's needs in some way, that they, pardon the line, they completed each other in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure what it was that we were supposed to get out of that. The organizational labeling is clear, but it seems pretty perfunctory. On your presentation, your voice is fine. The rhythm, I thought, was pretty strong in the first part of the speech, but in the last third of the speech, you just seem to be struggling. There's some hesitations and uncertainty, so I think your confidence level is breaking down a little bit there. You've got some good gestures. You had the quote in your hand, but it wasn't too distracting. You do seem to be smiling quite a bit in the first part. I thought at first maybe it was nervous smiling, and then later on, there are some times when you're talking about a couple of things that are awkward. Your mom's sister's heart attack sort of thing. You did finally kind of change your expression a little bit to fit more with what was going on there, and I thought that that was a good choice. You do look around a lot when you're speaking. I didn't see any obvious problems with your posture or the way you're talking to the audience. The summary was okay, not particularly smooth, but you did get your point across there at the end. So thank you.